Hello everyone, my name is Mary Ing, and today I'm going to be presenting about time preference trends in millennials as it relates to drug and alcohol use. So starting off, the name millennial is a name for the current generation of young adults, and anyone born between 1980 and 2000 is considered a millennial. And the reason why I'm talking about just millennials today is because they have different priorities and expectations than the generations before them. And part of this is because of the integration of new technology. But today we will talk about the two trade-offs that millennials have to make. The first is investing in health, and the second is investing in health at a later time. Okay, so time preference is an economic term for how a consumer or person chooses to put value on receiving gratification now or in the future. So it represents a trade-off between the present time and future time. So when talking about millennials and their time preference, we see that there are two choices young adults have to make. And there are two general terms used when describing a person's time preference. And the first one is a low rate time preference, which means a person is putting more value on future benefits and are willing right now to sacrifice gratification in the present to get those future benefits. And the second one is a high rate time preference, which means they're putting more value on instant gratification in the present and less value on future benefits in the future. Time preference can change depending on how consumer choices change and how their preferences change, and also can change depending on the situation. So in this situation, we're relating time preference to health investment. And so in regards to trends in millennials, we are seeing that this generation is disapproving of smoking and drinking at higher rates than generations before them. I will show that in a graph later on. But we also find that millennials spend more time investing in health by exercising, eating right, and avoiding negative health behaviors such as drinking and smoking, more so than generations before them as well. So this would mean that young adults today have a lower rate time preference as it relates to drug and alcohol usage because they're putting lower value on instant gratification in the present, and lower value on drinking excessively or having a cigarette, and having more value on having a better health status later in life. So this is a chart that I got from Goldman Sachs, and the question is, do you disapprove of people who are 18 or older doing the following? And they asked young adults if they disapproved or not. And you can see the differences. In 1998, 69% of young adults said that they disapproved of smoking one or more packs of cigarettes a day, as opposed in 2013, when 83% disapproved of smoking one or more one or more packs of cigarettes a day. And the trend is similar in alcohol usage, but they asked about if they disapprove in taking one or more drinks nearly every day, where 69% said they did disapprove in 1998 and 72% said that they disapproved in 2013. So a higher percentage of young adults disapprove of both smoking one or more packs of cigarettes a day and taking one or more drinks than young adults in 1998. And so in regards to impact, this trend can definitely indicate future market demands of health-related goods such as exercise equipment or gym memberships, and the demand for healthy food because they're investing more in their health and have a lower rate time preference. And in economic terms, this is also called derived demand because young adults are demanding more investment in health so that they demand health improving goods such as gym memberships. And an example that I just thought of was the impact on cigarette corporations. So in the past, I know that cigarette corporations have to market their product to young adults to get young adults hooked on tobacco, and then they would have a consumer for life. But now with the trend we see, we may see cigarette corporations struggling to find a new target population, or at the very least, cigarette sales will go down because of changing consumer preferences, because of changing time preferences. So, in conclusion, young adults today have different priorities and put more value on health than young adults in different generations. There is an increased percentage of young adults disapproving of drinking and smoking, which indicates a low time preference. Low rate time preference means that a person is putting more value on investing in future health rather than instant gratification that comes from drinking or smoking. And the discussion question I have for you all is, do you foresee the next generation having a similar time preference to millennials today, or do you see them shifting their preferences to something else? Please provide reasoning. And that is my reference if any of you guys want to take a look at it.